get randomly off topic, but I want to talk about a burger restaurant that we frequent, and I think it's a bit of a chain, but it's pretty good. So, off topic, if you don't know, this whole channel, a lot of it has to do with innovation, higher education, technology, entrepreneurship, a lot of PhD stuff. So this is really off topic, but it makes it a lot more interesting. So this restaurant is it's called HopDaddy's, and I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna say it's pretty darn good. So my base scenario and the best burgers and fries that you can ever get, and people are gonna argue with me, is Five Guys and Fries, and I'm an avid fan of Five Guys and Fries. The only reason we don't go there is that the atmosphere, I love going there, but as a family, my wife doesn't like going there. It's too much like a McDonald's kind of setup. But the burgers and the fries are world class. I've been to Five Guys and Fries all over the place, and I love it. So how does HopDaddy's compare to this? It's a little more. So one of the things with HopDaddy's is they have a couple of things that are kind of unique that I actually I like. That gives them a bit of a competitive advantage, I think. So they have more variety in terms of their French fries. And their French fries, I would say, are pretty comparable. And you get a big heaping of French fries, which is really nice. I like that. And they're comparable, but they have a unique slant to them because they've got different seasonings of French fries. And then you also get a nice, which I really like, is like a cream-based sauce for French fries. I like that. Usually my most favorites, and the place doesn't exist anymore, it's in my hometown, it's called Vertigo, which is unfortunate, Vertigo Burger, and they had like a cream-based sauce with Dijon in it, so it's like a mayonnaise plus Dijon. It's really good. This has something similar, but it's less Dijon-y. There's less of a tang, and it is more of a pepper taste to it. So it's really nice. I'm going to give it a pretty solid, this is a good yeehaw. So the French fries are really nice. They also have this thing, but they didn't have it tonight. They have this thing where they deep fry Brussels sprouts. So they'll cut up Brussels sprouts and deep fry them and kind of serve it like a French fry. And then they use, they'll put like a sea salt and coarse grain sea salt on it. And that is really good. I highly recommend it. If you don't like Brussels sprouts, you probably like this. It's kind of on the crunchy side. The Brussels sprouts kind of get a little crunchy, but they're not burnt. So we do Brussels sprouts in the oven at our house, and often we'll burn them. I haven't done that in a while, so I should do it. But we'll burn them often. But this is not burnt because it's deep fried, and so it's got a little bit of a crisp, and they're hot, and so they have a texture that's a little bit more like a French fry, but it's still a green leafy product that they have. So really good, and a little bit of Brussels sprout flavor in it in terms of the bitter taste. So it's really nice, particularly as a side that adds to it. Now the burgers are, compared to Five Guys and Fries, they're a little bit more gourmet in the sense that they have more flavors that are a little bit more distinct and going after more of the sort of high class flavors, right? Things that are slightly different, more variety, rather than just a straight burger. And the meat itself, pretty solid, right? I don't like super fatty. There is definitely a little bit too much oil in it, in terms of oils coming out of it. I would have liked it a little bit less and a little bit more lean. I would probably have, had a significant amount less fat in the burger itself. But I understand some people really like that, so I get it. But the toppings and the bun itself are really good. The one that I had is just a straight cheeseburger with bacon on it, bacon cheeseburger. The bacon was really thick and tasty. And the cheese itself, I think it was like an American cheese, probably more like a cheddar than an American. And the bun was like a brioche, like a French brioche bun that was pretty tender. And I like that. I like the nice little brioche bun that's not, not like a cheap one, but one that's pretty tender and fluffy. So overall, the burger is pretty highly rated in my view. It is a solid, if we're going off the sort of Amazon scale or the Google scale, right, that everybody goes, but probably the Google scale. If you're looking at it, it's well into the mid 4s out of 5, at least from my perspective. And we've gone there repeatedly now. Oh, this is probably 5 times at this point over the last couple of years. It's getting to the point where it's a bit of our go-to place. So the atmosphere, pretty decent in terms of a burger joint. Something like an upscale Applebee's, I would say. So pretty solid atmosphere. Nothing too special. Nothing that I would be writing home about. But the actual product that they produce is pretty solid and somewhat unique in terms of the flavors that they have. At least, I'm a bit of a burger snob. I don't like cheap burgers. I like that, what they're trying to do. It's solid. I would like, if I was running the show, I would probably have some more seasonal items that are in there. I would probably also have some more vegetables as part of a side. I like a lot of vegetables. Not a lot of restaurants do that, particularly the burger joints. But having that combination would put it over the edge for me and make it, really good. But I'm going to say it's solid. If you want a good burger joint, HopDoddy's Burgers, I think it's a chain. I think there's several of them. I'm going to tell you that I would recommend it. It's really quite good, solid, flavorful. And if you have recommendations of other burger places, I kind of want to throw this in every once in a while. I like it. I'm a burger snob. I don't like cheap burgers. I don't like ones that are overrated, but I like a good burger that hits the spot and some good French fries. Hard to find a good burger and good French fries. Not a lot of restaurants have them. There's lots of burger joints, but they're pretty crappy. But HopDoddy's, Five Guys and Fries, well worth the money every time. Absolutely well worth the money. I'd highly recommend it. And I don't know too many others I would recommend at this point. If you have them, and if I go to your city, I would love to actually go out to a burger place and we can talk about this. All right, take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right, bye.